the haze. The magic. 97.2 FM.
Voor Den Haag, Stad, Radio.
Radio Stad Den Haag. Radio Stad Den Haag. Iventi d'azzurro, il Lava Italo Disco.
Buonasera a tutti. Welcome everybody. This is a special edition of the Iventi Zuro show. And I realize I'm often saying some kind of, announcement like this because I try to have a special one each and every Monday night. But this time, of course, we have a reason to look back upon a very, very special event. And that's why we see just a little different kind of audience here in the studio. And Mama Radio, Gwen.
Hey, buonanotte. No, buonasera.
That was the joke, but buonasera, of course. How do you feel now on a Monday night on your own spot over there?
Well, I'm very happy to be here with you, of course, and with Michiel and with Mauricio and the Marees. But normally I'm not here. Then I'm watching at home and be in the chat with all the friends, also from Italy.
And that's understandable.
Who I now most met, the teacher and Gianni
Alessia,
and everybody. So now I have the smell in the face with it.
But, to be honest, when we've had all the preparations for going to Italy, to be there, to be present, I couldn't realize, and I know I have seen a lot of things in the past years, of course.
Yes, you have, yeah.
But this has been very, very special indeed for all of us.
Can you imagine that even for you it's top of exceptional?
Yeah, because there was so much going on, and we had this wonderful moment also in the little emotion with the family, with Rosie and with Massimo.
Well, the intimi.
Yes, the intimate moments. And of course, we have had the explosion of hey, Marcello, hey, Radio Stad Den Haag, Gwen. It was really very special from 0 to 100 and from 100 back to 0 again.
It was not a normal concert.
Yeah. And that's why I thought, we have to do something special tonight.
Yeah.
We will have a contact with Rosie because Massimo was very keen in organizing. And
Rosie!
They are watching at the moment and listening. So we will have a contact just later on in the show. Also, Nathalie Aarts, she is, nearly broken down because of the busy weekend she had flying to another serata and back again. But she will be with us and also talking about the new single. So we can have both things, feedback on the event and the new single, upcoming single for Nathalie Aarts. So now you have seen also Marcel van der Harst entering the building.
My travel mate.
Yeah, it's really a bunch of... we are a group of Dutch fans, but very close together in having this. And I think it's because of Rosie and Massimo. Because suppose that we have chosen for the train. Massimo didn't let us choose.
No.
But suppose that we could.
Then it would have been totally different.
Totally different.
Especially maybe for me even, and for Marcel also. Because now we were allowed to join in already in the afternoon with the sound check. So being backstage and down in the Castello, in the catacombe. And to see all the artists in their normal clothing.
But also the intimate moments. We are going to talk about the intimate moments as well. We couldn't have done that just with public transport.
No.
With being with Rosie and Massimo, it could have been possible. And we were so grateful.
Because
we said it 1,000 times.
Yesterday evening I was so full of it all.
We saw it and we heard it.
And maybe they didn't listen, but I told everyone, all the listeners, how pleased and lucky I feel, and we, Marcel also behind me, that we were taken in on the starting when we arrived.
Yes.
And going to Rosie's home and seeing the private rooms and everything. It was very special. Going to the grave, all that.
We will talk about it later.
Very special.
Okay, so it has been a long introduction like this, but that's also special because tonight we are looking back on something very, very lovely, emotional and grand. It has been really super. And we were thinking, okay, maybe they have flyered, maybe there was an interview in a newspaper in Pavia. Well, there were 1,500 Italians present over there. And, of course, the Dutch bunch of fans who could have the possibility to fly. And Tony from Greece. And much much more people that we met during the evening. So we were going to talk about that, and of course we have good music, some related to the event and some not, because it's just made in Italy, and we have a lot of golden olden Italo disco as well. As the first one, the Keep On Music, because that's a theme we can always use with Danny Keith. And now something that is also very typical for the summerish times that we have had, and tonight still have in Holland for the beautiful weather. It has been a record written down by so many tropical days in a row for Holland in September. This is quite unique. So we are going to extend this one with Indio, the Flexi Summer. And that's something that also was following. Like last week we had this little mini promotion for Sergi Blanco y Negro, because these are the repress records from Blanco y Negro. And we have tonight also a repress given to me by Tony from Greece of Zix Mikulski. So there's a lot of things to talk about and to play for you. And there's a special surprise for somebody here in the studio. And that person is not aware of what's going to happen. And that's also very nice, I think. Welcome to Radio Stad Den Haag and Iventi d'Azzurro. It's a Monday night once again, and you are connected with Italy, Italia. summer in which we are still moving around at the moment, and that's why we are a little bit summerish to look at. Thank you for being with us, because I see a lot of people attending the show now.
Who's there? Can you mention a few names, Marcel?
Well, I mentioned already, not mentioned, I see now John Davis and I see Zilber. And I have mentioned Gianni from Italy,
Gianni.
and Diego, William,
Diego.
Matteo, of course, he's always there. And I know for sure that Andrea's listening as well. There is Christopher.
Hi,
of
Fayedi.
course.
Happy birthday. Belated.
Belated birthday.
We missed a few birthdays.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for that.
I think I wrote it down. So
okay.
But Christopher Pink, the 9th.
It was the 9th.
Yeah. So, nevertheless, we will mention again more people. First of all, I want to ask you: it's a very dangerous question. Is there a favorite artist that you have seen from the 80s performing on stage? Because the next one we have here on the turntable could be one of your favorites, but I'm not saying who it is here.
Oh, what are you asking?
That's we have
what
had.
I loved
Fred
is
and P. Lion
with the Kappa band, Kappa band.
Yeah,
that was terrific. Fred and others should do that more often with a sort of big band in the back. That was brilliant.
I will then add this information to you with the Takes Over. There was also the Evolution 80. They were on stage as well.
Also,
And then with the live performances of Rigera and Romano Baez, for example, with Evolution 80, it has been great. I didn't expect it, but it was really something special. So you are right. It could be an interesting thing to have them
sorry to
with a live
interrupt.
band.
I asked Michiel if we could show footage from Facebook that they were all on stage at the end.
But to sing a song.
They were all on stage with the big
That was
band.
really spontaneous.
Maybe that was is nice to show.
Of course. And I have brought the single with me as well.
Yeah.
Because I thought, if not possible, we can play the single.
Well, Michiel said it is possible, so maybe if we look that one up.
We are going to see some footage, of course, and we were proud to represent you. You listened to Gwen, her words, that it's not on behalf of ourselves that we have been on stage. We were there because of you.
Yeah.
Remember?
Absolutely.
I repeat my words of last week, and I wrote it down in a Facebook post today.
Yeah.
Without you, there is no we.
No.
So that's why we were standing there, and that was quite an emotion, but very valuable also. It was really underlining a lot of friendship and good things in life to be there when it was needed.
It was nearly symbolic.
Yeah, that's
it is, of course, it is about Albert One and to Rosie, but this is symbolic to the whole Italo disco world and artists who are no longer here, still here, all the friends and fans. So
exactly. Well, is there anyone? Okay, you have mentioned Federico live with Turbo Diesel, for example. We keep it with that.
Then because it's impossible to choose.
Impossible. Okay.
No
but I have my respect.
Yo Yellow.
Yeah, but that was a surprise of the evening. That was a surprise
of the evening.
We never met.
Bumped into him.
We bumped into him. Yeah, that's another story coming up. No, I have here on the turntable these people, and you will recognize them on the spot when I just play the start. Listen.
Yeah.
Each and every time when they are performing, there is a chemical reaction between those two. They are elderly people now. Sorry, Simona, but we are.
She looked brilliant.
But you look so young and brilliant. And Aldo, you are still enthusiastic, and the chemistry between you guys is really something special. So, with a lot of respect, after all these years, still performing like this on stage, and you have lots of gigs. We see that on Facebook as well. So that's why I think lots of respect. This is out of the collection of Marcel van der Harst, because I prepared a lot of things. But Marcel thought, and very clever, maybe I could take some of my vinyls into the studio related to the artists or the people that we have met over there. So that's appropriate to have now, after the Indio Flexi Summer, the Martinelli with the Comanchero, the Raggio di Luna. It was a bit confusing, right, in those days. But Il Discotto record label, and Comanchero is recognizable as a very easy to sing along title. Even also in Pavia, a lot of people sang along in the Castello. think that probably I'm talking too loud is because of after the voyage in the airplanes, my ear on one side is quite closed. It's really irritating.
From flying?
Yeah.
Still?
And it's still, well,
Oh.
half. Yeah,
You have to clarify. Yeah.
But it doesn't help so far. So I'm a bit
Mono.
weird.
You're mono.
Yeah, I'm quite mono. For information to Rosie and to Massimo, we are going to play one vinyl still now, and then we're going to contact you or during the playing of the record for the Skype connection, because we are really excited to have you guys in the screen and saying hello to everybody. But it's just a little
I
bit
missed them already, so it's good to see them again.
Yeah, I said today to them, it was quite quiet, I think, for you guys without the Dutch group. But they said no, it's a very weird, empty. So nice. Okay, lovely. The next one is also beginning with the vocal sample, and I think you know this one as well.
Crazy boy, crazy.
1988, and after the successes of Sabrina Salerno, who was also very kind in leaving a message on the screen for Alberto on the big event in Pavia, after the big successes for her, of course they couldn't just resist in creating more songs in the Ibiza style, summer style, and this was just a happy pop song with a little bit of Italo disco salsa, but who cares? We are enjoying ourselves with this kind of music, and maybe it's not totally your cup of tea, but well, it's nice for a radio show to have the principal, the big ones, the golden standard Italo disco songs, but also these, because this is very happy, and we are happy that you are with us tonight. I see an enormous amount of people now connected with the radio show. You are all anxious to see Rosie, right? Yeah. So be prepared. And after that, we have also a connection with Nathalie Aarts, this show, not in the second hour, but we will have her as well, also regarding the new single that's coming up for her. Well, it's already out, I think. Okay, you're listening to Radio Stad Den Haag, Iventi d'Azzurro, and we have Michiel, Gwen, Maurizio, Edward, Judith, and Marcel in just another order. Hello, hello, hello. We have had some
Senti.
day. Ah, ma sì! Ma dai!
Ah, diteci. Candy!
Rosy, ci sei? Pronto, pronto? Prontissimo? Rosy, mi senti? Ecco, we have some technical problems still with the sound because we have images, we can see her, and she's still singing along. But I think it's wiser for me to have another record on the turntable. As soon as we have the best connection, we will talk really to Rosie and maybe also to Masi because he's next to her for sure. I think we have to cross these kind of minutes with a wonderful artist. I selected this in my bag of a performance of years ago when Miko Mission was in Holland in Dinarlo. 1989 was this record, the one Step to Heaven. It's a little bit referring to Alberto, of course, why not? And we were very honored to be together with Rosie and Masi in the graveyard to visit the grave of Alberto. So that's why I thought, well, this we can play tonight. Enjoy yourself with Miko Mission. exactly in time.
Peter?
Let's hope that it will be really in time.
Can you hear me?
Rosie,
Pronto?
mi senti? Rosie?
Can you
Massi,
hear me?
senti? Ciao, buonasera. Testing, 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 testing. Can we have a connection, please, with Italy? Hello, hello, hello. No? Ancora no? Amici? Mi senti? Mi sentite? No, ancora no. This is a bit terrible because we tried to have the good connection, and in the beginning we had the connection, but now I think we seem to have lost it. Like Ziv Barber also had some problems in listening and viewing the show. That's really terrible because in a moment like this we will not allow to let it go wrong. We want to be connected.
Yes.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
It's such a difficult thing. I hear your voice, Rosie. Hello, pronto, pronto. Mi senti?
Pronto, pronto?
Ciao Massi, Massi, mi senti?
Noi sì.
Yes? Can you hear me?
No, non ci sento.
In Italiano, there's a wonderful expression. And Marcello has learned some Italian things.
Hello,
Ma
hello.
che cazzo è successo? Che è successo? Sorry, Alberto. Hai sentito?
Ok.
No? Niente?
Hello?
Hello? Massi? Mi senti?
Hello?
Hello? No, I think there's no connection whatsoever. This is really something terrible because we have looked
Sì.
forward
Sì.
to eep, eep, wap, wap. Daffy Duck.
Oh,
I heard
noi
some-
sì.
Allora?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh my God! Oddio, applauso! I think there is a
Ma
delay.
noi vi sentivamo anche prima.
Ma dai! Oh, mi vergogno. Allora, Rosie, come stai?
Sì, ma siete voi che non sentite noi.
Marcello, ci senti?
Sì, adesso sì. Abbiamo perso...
Marcello, ci senti?
Sì, mi senti?
Sì. Noi
Ok,
sì.
ok. Sì, tutto ok. Allora, Rosie. Ehi, Massi, ma come stai? Come state?
Stiamo bene,
No, parla. Ma secondo me è un delay, è un ritardo, diciamo, in connection.
Funziona?
Hai sentito la domanda? Come stai?
sì.
Sì.
Oh, sembra che stiamo sulla luna.
Bene, ciao a tutti.
Oh,
Ciao.
ancora un applauso, dai, perché no? Un applauso. Abbiamo tutta l'equipe in cucina della radio.
No, sai cosa c'è? C'è un eco.
Cosa?
Dimmi, calmi.
Oh, ma secondo me...
Bene.
Loro they are in the campagna. I think that's one of the reasons that is very difficult because Rosie
Yes.
and Massi
Sì.
are in a very small Turago B, a very small comune, a little city in Italy, and there is a delay. Oh my God, this is going to be very difficult. But we are, of course, honored. Siamo onorati di averti qui con noi stasera. Allora, Rosie, vogliamo dire che siamo veramente stati incredibili nella vostra compagnia. Grazie di tutto, grazie col cuore, non solo da Gwen, Marcel, Judith, Edward, siamo tutti noi, diciamo, pieno di emozioni. Hai capito? I think I have to count the delay. I have to count the delay. It's like with the thunder and lightning, you can count the kilometers. Oh my god.
Het werkt helemaal niet.
Oh my god. Allora, maybe it's better that we have a solution now. That
Anche noi di essere lì con voi.
Ah, ok. Ah, ma... Sono quasi 10 minuti in ritardo. Madonna.
Anche
È
noi.
unico. Alberto Carpani, 12 points. Oh my god. Allora.
Anche noi, anche noi.
Anche noi.
Allora, ok, adesso parlo un po' in inglese. You understand, I explained, they are in the countryside, and I just counted on my fingers how long it will take for them to reach the voices here from Holland. And of course, vice versa. It's not only them, it's also us here. Of course, we had to receive their voices. But nevertheless, we are seeing them. We are, well, maybe for you.
Sì.
Maybe for you as a listener, as a viewer, you see for the first time now Rosangela Bonatti, but of course more complete, Rosangela Carpani, because she is the wife of Alberto Carpani. And if you were maybe as an Italo party in the past, you know who is Rosi. But maybe you are living abroad in South America, or maybe in America, in Canada, or elsewhere, and you have never seen Rosi. But Rosi is very, very dear to all of us, and that's why we are so happy to have her in a distant connection. Allora, ho spiegato a tutti gli ascoltatori e viewers che siamo veramente non solo lieto e very onorati di avervi con Massi in questa trasmissione, ma siamo già connetti da un secolo, si dice così, perché anche dell'epoca dell'Italo Disco Party in Olanda, ma anche in Svezia, in Danimarca, in Finlandia, tanti hanno veramente visto chi è Rosangela Carpani. Con questa informazione voglio chiedere se mi senti bene. Rosi, che puoi dire ai fans? Che puoi dire agli ascoltatori? Dai, a te la linea.
Even wachten. Ja.
Ja, daar komt hij. Here we go.
Silenzio, ancora spazio. Aspettiamo.
Io ti sento bene.
Ok, allora, dimmi tu, di qualcosa ai fans di Albertone dal tuo cuore.
Allora, vi sento benissimo. Io ringrazio tutti veramente di cuore per l'affetto che dimostrate sempre nei confronti di Alberto. Veramente. Sono quasi 30 anni che io vi conosco e non c'è volta che non mostriate un caloroso affetto nei confronti di Alberto. E vi ringrazio.
She said that now she is really very happy to say
Arriverà, giuro.
to say something about the things that she was always very pleased to know a lot of people from, well, not only Holland, of course, but she was here a lot of times. So for quasi 30 years, she said, we always have received a warm welcome or a very warm incontro in Italiano, a meeting with the fans. And of course here at Radio Stad Den Haag, Alberto was here with Rosie and of course with Iventi parties. She said thank you for all that feelings of friendship. So, Rosie, è un po' pericoloso perché abbiamo aspettato qualche minuti, però come è stato la tua emozione dell'evento. Com'è stato l'impressione, il tuo feedback? Cosa ne pensi dell'evento a Pavia, al castello? And I hope now that it's not going to be too long, because we have to wait for the connection, and a bit of silence in the radio is also not so very nice maybe. But this is so unique, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to have that one happening. So after, let's hope with Nathalie Aarts the connection could be better, and that we don't have to wait for so long. But can you imagine how unique this is? Ecco, she's coming, I think. She's coming. Yes, 1, 2, 3. I asked her about the feedback of the event in Pavia, in the Castello, with all the artists, and everybody had a wonderful speech towards her and Albert One.
È stato sicuramente come pensavo fosse. È stato bello perché è stato un ritrovarsi in musica ricordando Alberto. Emozionante ritrovare tanti amici.
Secondo me è stato così bello perché 1.500 persone sono venute a guardare sul palco gli artisti dell'epoca degli anni 80, e poi anche tantissimi fans oppure gente della musica, del mondo musicale, come adesso in chat c'è Will Dexter, Diego William e Mauri Pirotta e Alberto La Rufa di Music Planet. They are related to the music, they are related to Albert One, they are related to all of us, and that has been wonderful. Allora, speriamo che possiamo ancora chiedere qualcosa. Rosie, naturalmente vogliamo dire che questo evento è stato unico, non possiamo ripetere, perché questo evento è stato una cosa come un tributo, come un memorial per Alberto, e non si ripeta questa cosa. E secondo me abbiamo fatto, ma voi avete fatto, una cosa incredibile. Devo nunziare anche Roberto Turati, e poi voglio dire che tutti gli altri dietro gli schermi sono veramente stati fantastici in questa organizzazione, anche magari i permessi del comune di Pavia, veramente bello, e tutti i momenti filmati su Facebook e magari anche altre social sono mostrando un senso di amicizia, di rispetto, di amore e passione per la musica di Albertone. Adesso speriamo che queste parole vanno a Turago B, provincia di Pavia. And in the meantime, I can say something about that. Gwen and Marcel, we were also in front of the little church, because I recognized it from the photographs. We were at the little church where Rosie married Albertone. That was also something like Peladocca, you know. These were magic moments. We were there, and silence in the Campania. It's just in the green outskirts of Pavia. Also going towards the graveyard where we could. That was really emotional, right? To put our hand on the stone of Pavia, of Alberto. I have to excuse myself.
If you keep talking, then she won't answer you.
No. She's now going to answer in Italiano, secondo me. I'm just passing the silence.
I know, but she doesn't know.
I heard Turbo Diesel, right? Yeah, right, yeah. Let's hope that Rosie is still... Roberto Turati c'è nel live chat. Roberto, spero che hai sentito le mie parole, con un grande grazie per organizzare tutte le cose che ha fatto per il palco, per gli artisti, per connessioni, footage, saluti, eccetera, eccetera. Tutto, un grande grazie. Non sei da solo, secondo me, però un grande grazie a te. Adesso devo dire qualcosa magari, perché non so che Rosy ha sentito le ultime parole. Rosy, hai sentito tutto o non tutto? Silenzio. Italy is a country far away. I think because the San Gottardo is now closed, so maybe that we have to cross now the Alps because we can't go to San Gottardo. I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's better maybe we close down the connection, because not without saying grazie Massi, grazie Rosy, because I think now it's really lost the direct contact. Un grande cuore a voi, grazie di nuovo e ci sentiamo presto. Va bene?
Ciao.
Ho sentito tutto e non è stato semplice organizzare tutto questo, però grazie all'aiuto di tutti ci siamo riusciti ed è stato importante quello.
Ok. Ciao da tutti noi in Olanda, ma anche gli ascoltatori della radio, i viewers della radio.
Massimo, ciao.
Siamo a dire ciao. Ciao Massi. Grazie ancora.
Ciao.
A presto. Ciao.
Bye.
We end with
Anche noi a voi.
l'ultimo disco sarà naturalmente per Alberto, For Your Love. Ecco, il cuore aperto per Alberto, veramente bello, e tante emozioni per questa cosa. E mi spiace che è stato un po' difficile, ma l'importanza è we did it. The big thing is we did it. We could say goodbye, we could say
Anche da
hello.
noi.
Oh, guarda.
Un abbraccione.
Ciao. Bacioni, ciao.
Ciao Marco, ciao Gwen, ciao Marcello.
Ciao a tutti.
Ciao.
Ragazzi.
Ciao.
Just the way we were. For your love. For your love.
Sometimes in life you hear that the most important thing in life could be being flexible. Well, I try to be as flexible as possible because I try to fill up the gaps with English for you out there, because we decided to talk in Italian with Rosie because she's not really able to speak in a very fast way the English language. So that's why we had it like this, but we didn't know that the connection could be so difficult. Well, she is really in the, well, not in the middle of nowhere. It's a very little village in the green, the outskirts of Pavia, I told you. But I think they have really problems with the connection, especially with the audio maybe. But the important thing is, with excuses of course, because we can't help it, this is the situation. There are more places in the world with difficult internet. But the important thing is, you have seen her, you have heard her. I have translated everything she said, and she was very kind and grateful of not only that a lot of people showed their interest and friendship towards her and Albertone, but also the organization behind it all in Pavia, on stage with Roberto Turati, but all others involved, because we need also to say something about Alessandro Porcella, because he was the mate also in Holland with the face-to-face video clip. He was the keyboard player, and now with the event on stage, he was the keyboard player again with his own band. And that was already the band existing when Alberto was performing in Italy, when he was going around. So I think you know now what I tried to say, that we should have done it like this, because otherwise with maybe another occasion you could say, okay, stop after 5 minutes, it's better to stop, it's not polite. But this was too unique to let it go. Just after one vinyl we are going to search for the connection with Nathalie Aarts, and cross fingers that will be better, because she's more in a city-ish surrounding. So cross fingers for that. In the meantime, we go to stage, because I think this has been also wonderful to play. Whatever the reason, whatever your mood, this is going to be wonderful in an Italo Disco show. You are listening not to internet radio with interviews. No, this is still Iventi d'Azzurro, Radio Stad Den Haag. And just now we have had this wonderful conversation with the wife of Albertone Carpani. And we are looking now for the contact of Nathalie Aarts, because she will be like a reporter saying something about the event and also about the upcoming new single. Well, in fact, it is already available, but it was August. You know, everybody was having a holiday. So that's why we're going to promote it again in the show. And we will talk to her just in a few minutes' time. And the connection will be okay. Yo.
Take a look, don't waste your mind. Take a look, don't close your eyes. Playing on this crazy game around. Change your move, don't stay in line. Be yourself, this is your life. Fighting in a mighty starting world. We are moving on in the shades of a new world. We are moving on to the sound of a gun. All through the land there's no sense for the future. No shining light to guide. in the dark tonight. We are moving on in the shades of a new world. We are moving on to the sound of a gun. Oh, through the land there's no sense for the future. No shining light to guide in the dark. We are moving on in the shades of a new world. We are moving on to the sound of a gun. Oh, through the land there's no sense for the future. No shining light to guide in the dark. We are moving on in the shades of a new world.
The Ocean of Crime stage as a Italo disco classic for all of you who are having difficulties with the moments of that we have had with the connection tonight. But of course, it has been just in Campania in Italian language, and we of course understand very well that it has been difficult. But with Nathalie Aarts, it's a different story. Hello, Nathalie.
Hallo there, hallo allemaal.
Hello. We can do something with the Dutch language, but I think it's more polite to have it in English because so many viewers and listeners.
I know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But for those, maybe just 5 or so. do
You
not
never know. You never know, Marcello. You never know.
Who are listening at the moment of viewing. Can you just describe yourself just a little bit in a short biography? Who is Nathalie Aarts, please?
Okay, well, tonight Nathalie Aarts is without makeup, as I promised Marcello, because I'm completely out after a weekend of shows, because I am Nathalie Aarts, better known as the voice of the Sound Lovers, Euro dance project,
Yes.
since 96. Yes, 96 we say, yeah. And I have been singing many other projects, of course, before as we call that turnista. And since 1991 I live in Milan. So tonight you see me without makeup, without anything, because after 3 shows, after Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think I slept maybe 9 hours in 3 days. So I promised myself tonight that I would have a wonderful bath. Come to Radio Stad in Haag with all my friends, but just to talk about the beautiful things of last weekend.
Oh, yeah. And immediately, Jean-Paul Mullendijks, he's very keen. He said, oh, yeah, Kuikertje Piep. So there's always somebody, and Jean-Paul, you are so right. There's always somebody who is really remembering. Kuikertje Piep.
And not many people know that. A lot of people found out in 2013 that in Holland the Kuikentje Piep Dutch version was adapted and sung by me.
Yes.
Obviously my voice was changed, so I became a little a chicken cheek, a little chicken. Yeah.
And other people may not know that you are also like Larabel in the Eurobeat scene. You have lent your voice to other projects, Nathalie. Just Nathalie.
Many. As Nathalie, as Crystal, as Marianne, Mary Ann, Susan Key. I found out so many new names that I didn't know. I found out with the COVID time. So I have many Eurobeat names.
Yeah. A lot of them were recorded with, a lot of them were recorded with Andrea, right? Brad Sinclair.
Yeah, a lot with Andrea Leonardi, but a lot were also recorded with Time Records, with Theo Spagna.
Yes.
And so many different people that I worked with. But mainly it was Andrea Leonardi from Delta. Yes.
Yeah, true. But of course, now I'm going to give you another big compliment. If people see you and listen to you on stage, you are so wonderful live performing that I can imagine if the people hear you singing, they want to have you as a vocalist in the recording studio or maybe for another project wherever. I think it's imaginable with the voice that you have that people like you to invite you to sing. It was quite a compliment I think I can give to you.
Oh, it is. Obviously, you notice if people listen very carefully to the records that I've been singing, I always had to adapt my voice. So what happened? I would go to the studio and they would tell me, listen, can you sing this song in this way or that way? I would always ask, what kind of voice do you like to have? And they were like, oh, can you change it? Yes, of course. I can make it a bit more rock, a bit more full, a bit more like a crazy girl or whatever you want. I try to adapt the timbre of my voice. So actually that was also one of the reasons why I was called a lot. Because many times I did with Marcello Catalana, for example, I sang so many different projects, but not many people would find out that it was always me singing the tracks. So lucky me that when I go on stage, I'm now free to sing how I want to sing. And I'm coming from the rock scene, you know, with the band, the rock, funky, soul, blues. So I make it a little bit more personal. I prefer to get the tiger out when I'm on stage now. Even though the Sound Lovers is more dance, you know, it should be more subtle. But I'm allowed to give it the personality I want to do. So I just try to be myself.
You are energy on stage. We have seen this also in Pavia. But you are not a small woman. You are not a short in length, and yet you have had high heels on stage. How do you do that? How can you do that?
There's only one secret. If you have a high heel, also the front has to be high. Because I don't wear high heels without this thing. They have to be high like this too.
So they are just...
There's only a difference of maximum 5 centimeters.
My God.
I agree. I know what she means.
Oh, okay.
I know that you know what I mean.
But I thought it couldn't be quite dangerous when you are so active on stage, and then in this high shoe, these boots really are very special. Okay. Now we are going step by step to the event, because behind you performing was your lovely daughter Tess. With is it just let's say a partner in dance, or is she also a good friend? The girl she was dancing with.
Well, yes, Jada is her best friend at the moment.
Oh,
yes,
that helps. Yeah.
So they know each other for years. And the idea was born when I went to the Arena of Verona last year on Rai 1, on Rai Uno with Amadeus. Actually, after the people said, why didn't you bring any dancers? And I was so excited that I didn't even think about dancers. And I remember that they told us that there were many, many, many dancers available there. But they probably choose some person, some artists had a dancer and some didn't. And I suppose they told me that I would fill up the stage by myself. I don't know. Anyway, after that, I thought it would be nice, you know, to have dancers. And I talked to the teacher of Tess on the MoMA Academy in Milan. And he actually says, well, why don't you make sure that she's dancing with you? And I said, oh, well, that would be nice. So actually, he prepared the choreographies.
Oh, great!
And so he's a real professional. We go to the school, and he teaches the. Even though I am a choreographer, because I'm not from the dance music, I come from the dance.
Yes, that's true.
As a dancer.
In Holland, you had this education as a dancer, right?
Yes, but the problem is that your daughter never listens to you when she's 40. So that doesn't make any sense. So we had to do it in a different way. And he obviously is a young guy. He is a choreographer of the academy. And they would listen to him very well. And if I would have done it, it wouldn't be okay. You know that. So I'm very happy that they did. So now we are 3 choreographies. They're going to do the Miranda del Mar one. And Tess wants to do one by herself because she loves improvising. So tomorrow, she actually went to stage today too. But she will be going again to school, to the Lyceum, to the normal school, language school. But also from October, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, to the pre-academy. Hip-hop, it will be a bit heavy. I hope she will be able to do it all.
Okay, but
It's going to be very, very busy.
we could see, well, and we knew that she's very talented. And if people are now curious, maybe to know this Tess, is the daughter of Nathalie, where can we see her? Well, there are video clips now available where she is dancing with her mom, and of course, there is a possibility to see the footage of the event in Pavia, where she is with the white trousers with Jada, the girlfriend, the best friend, on stage behind Nathalie Aarts. Now, we are now on stage. We are now maybe also backstage. What was your impression of the event? Because now you are going to transform yourself into a little bit of a reporter. What was your opinion about the event?
Well, I know that they were busy organizing this thing for more than a year. I was actually already asked last year when were the dates, and it became a bit difficult, so we had to postpone it to 2023. And it was incredible because we all kept ourselves free for this beautiful day. We really care about Rosie and a lot of the friends around. I mean, we are all friends. So what happened that evening is, of course, we were there for Alberto Carpani. The thing is that we were all there.
True.
But it was like a reunion of friends, of colleagues, producers. So it was beautiful that a lot of people came, even from Greece, and all the people sitting there in the studio. From Holland, you were there. I think it was really, really being with family. Like, it was a beautiful event. All the 80s artists, 90s artists, a big organization.
Yeah.
Really incredible, with two big bands. I mean, even two bands playing, you know, probably the castle of Pavia was an incredible scene.
Yes.
Also,
true.
so
we were impressed.
I really managed with my emotions until the end, and then stop.
Yeah.
When you all gave the platinum record, and we stayed on stage looking at the movie when Rosie and me were staying there together, embraced, and then I thought, okay, I did what I have to do now. I can let my tears come up.
Yeah, of course.
And they just came out. So it was very emotional.
It was the same for Roberto Turati when he was with Rosie on stage together, and then just he mentioned how wonderful she was when his wife was having difficulties with her disease, and he was, well, in tears, of course, just for a split second, but he was very emotional. And it is understandable, because that was the kind of night it was. Like you said, it was a reunion of people involved in music, but also it was like you could feel the emotion. Even Gwen said it wonderfully. Gwen, compliments to her also, that she said everybody could feel the presence of Albertone.
Very, very, very much. That's what was exactly what happened, and everybody said it. So it felt so familiar. It felt complete, and Gwen did exactly say the right things on stage. Also, really incredible. I don't know how you did it, Gwen. Brava.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's been very good. What you did in the end was really nice, and I think it was it perfectly came out.
Yes.
So it was a friends' evening, very emotional, but everybody helped each other going through the night, and in the end, we managed, and we could just let feelings go. And
you said it now because of your feelings of friendship towards a lot of people, even also fans were assembled, also as a colleague of other artists. But we felt the same thing, because otherwise we wouldn't have done so much, got into so much trouble to be there, because there were quite a lot of Dutch people having grabbing the possibility to be there, and that's something that is demonstrating the feeling that we have towards Alberto, and now of course transferring this to Rosie, because she's a wonderful woman, and we will still have the friendship for many years to come.
That is,
for sure.
That is what it wasn't just a show.
No,
exactly.
It was an event to remember Alberto Carpani.
Yeah.
So that was some people were colleagues, some people were friends, some were co-producers, the people of the band, and he had such a connection with Holland, with you. Always talked about you all and Holland and not all the other countries, only Holland. Iventi d'Azzurro. So it was just special that you were all there.
Grazie,
and
grazie.
and it's obviously also for me very nice that every time, from the first moment I met Alberto, that I was Dutch.
Yeah.
You know?
There
was already a special connection.
Is there something that you maybe can refer to? What was your special bond with Alberto? Is there something that you can express? Okay, now I remember that kind of moment together, or maybe in a studio, maybe in during a performance or in a radio interview. Or is there anything special maybe that you can tell us?
Well, there were many moments, of course, because in the beginning, when he came to Logic Studios for his for the preparing of the transfer, he would very often give me lyrics to check, like, "Oh, can you check if this is okay?" And so I did. And the thing is that I remember more than the artistic part, that when we would be all around promoting our records, when he was going out with Sing a Song Now,
exactly,
me and Kim, and that was it was an incredible period. But for me, the most precious moments were, which is a bit funny to say, but you know that he had diabetes, and very often he had to do like an exam of the blood. So he would go to a special center in the morning, and then you go there without eating, and I would go to the same place. Eventually, when it was my turn, I would go there, and every time I would go there, he was sitting there. And we would keep each other company. We would chat always about Rosie, of course, but we would chat about health. We would chat about life, and actually we were on a funeral together of Silvio Moroni.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So you know, the last memories were a bit different. I remember more the moments, the personal moments, the private moments.
Great, really great. Thank you for sharing that. I think also now we can maybe move a little bit towards the moment that I can ask you, how did you meet this guy, Joy Levante? Because the new single is coming out. It's already out, but we are going to promote it again and again. Is there somebody who is tipping you, okay, this is a good guy, a young DJ, or did he write to you, or maybe you found him? Who is this guy, Joy Levante? Because he's so young, he's not in any information, and I don't have Instagram.
It is, I think it's his first record, no, maybe the second. But that is because he works in the studio of Wave Live Studios. It should be like the studios of Gabri Pont, if I understand well. And I was called by Alex Carrera. Alex Carrera is a management of events. Yeah. So I worked with him already many times. And last time on the New Year's Eve, I had a wonderful event in a square. Also, Tess and Jada were dancing with me. And Alex Carrera was there. And he said, and he met this Joy Levante. His real name is Giorgio Levante.
Okay.
And he actually said, well, I find this guy, he's very young, very timid guy, but he makes really good productions. And we are looking for a singer for this project. And but I said, whoa, I mean, there's more than 20 years of that. More than 30 years of difference here. And I said, it doesn't matter. We really want you as a singer. And as soon as we have the real demo ready, I will send it to you. So as soon as I got it, to be honest, I never met Joy before. So I heard the track and then I said yes, because it wasn't scontato. How do you say? It wasn't like all the songs. It wasn't really...
it was different,
It was different. It wasn't scontato. It was a very particular song. So I actually went to Jenny D, to make sure that he would do my vocal recording. We sent the vocals, they made the song. When the song was there, we had an appointment for the video clip, and that is when in July when I met Giorgio in the end.
Oh, great. Well, of course, our compliments to him as well. I should say to you something that, of course, after that we have promoted your new single, we are going to pay attention also to Kim Lucas and say something about the other artists as well. We're not going to finish here with mentioning the things that we have seen on stage with Johnson Rigera and Pillai and etc.
Pillai,
So,
Ken Laszlo,
Ken
everybody
Laszlo,
there.
yeah. But I want to say something about, I had a feeling of respect, and I think Gwen doesn't know who I'm talking about, but I saw a little bit on his own during sound check Maurizio Rossi, and I thought,
Maurizio Rossi,
and he was asked to be on stage because he is from Coro, and that was Co is from Emanuele on the Paps and Square, Cozzi, and Ro is Rossi, and he had the club in Milano together with Alberto. Do you remember that one, that they had a nightclub together?
No, I did not know.
Oh yeah, they had a nightclub together. They were both owner and DJ in the nightclub next to the central station, and he was, of course, producing and involved in these projects of Coro featuring Talisa, but Talisa and Emanuele Cozzi were not there. They couldn't perform on stage, and he said, "Well, it makes no sense to be on my own on stage as Coro." And I thought it was
Emanuele Cozzi was on holiday in Cyprus.
Yeah, I know.
And Talisa lives in Panama, so that's
logical. That's logical. But I thought, oh my God, not Poverino, that he's really also just looking sad. But I thought, you should have been there because he's a good guy. He's a really good guy. And I thought, well, the other ones get a lot of attention and deserve attention, but he was there on his own. It was a little bit strange to see.
Yeah, and I found out later because I know everybody by the face and maybe but I didn't connect him to Coro. I didn't even know.
Okay.
Because
well,
I never know anything
if he's
the past, you know?
maybe if he's watching the footage later on, Maurizio, we are with you.
Sempre. Wonderful guy. We know each other for ages.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I see the person. I know the person, but I didn't connect him to Coro.
Yeah.
Somebody else told me later because I don't know these things. You know, I'm terrible. I'm terrible at that.
Well, you are great in another field.
Because I was working obviously in the record company, but I had to take care of everything that was outside Italy, not inside. So I did see many people, always meet but I didn't work with all those people, you know? So I didn't know, actually. I know him very well by face, I know him, but I didn't connect him to Coro.
Well, maybe there are coming new adventures also on his way. Let's hope for that. And I am going to explain to you something, and also to the viewers and the listeners. We are going to play just a short thing, a few minutes of the song, the audio of the video. But I promise you, later on in the show, we will do the complete video because that depends on the computer. We can't have you as in the Skype and then at the same time the YouTube. So
no worries.
But don't go away because while this is playing, I'm going to get something for a special guest in the studio here tonight, and you can watch what I'm talking about, okay?
Can't resist the fire. Take me by the hand, led me away. Did not hesitate. resist the fire. We're just strangers, jumping into danger. That's what I desire. I can't resist the fire.
You sing beautifully, Nathalie. This is really with a soft, warm kind of voice. This is really beautiful. And of course, when the people were asking themselves maybe who is Joy Levanti, later on we will show the video clip and we'll do that also next week. Yeah.
Marcello, before doing what you have to do, can I just say thank you to all the people that organized Friday?
Yes,
can
do
I
so,
say
yeah.
their names? Okay, because not everybody knows, but they worked so hard for 1 year. Obviously, Rosie Bonatti, Rosangela.
Yeah.
But also Roberto Turratti.
Yep.
We had Angelo Seminario. Also Franco Novena.
Yep.
Giada Marchiori. Fred Ventura was part of the organization. Dario Gandolfi. I wrote all the names down. Do I forget? Alessandro Porcel,
Yep.
which is the keyboard player of the band, who was always around with Albert One. So all those people organized this event, and I really want to say thank you.
We all applause on behalf of all people around the world, knowing that this is exactly how difficult it is with organizing a party, let alone an event of this scale. And Gandolfi was responsible for the footage, so we are going to see more of that because Maurizio had a contact with him about the footage, so it's coming up in the next few weeks again. But you know that we have had a little secret. I said something to you in confidence, and there's someone in the studio who is not really even having a clue of what I'm talking about. But, you know, we have our own organization behind everything in the radio.
Organization,
yes. And we appreciate so much the things that she, so now a lot of people...
It's a she.
Is doing for the radio, that I thought, well, what we can do for Alberto, and what Gwen, with a lot of limited time, succeeded to do for the award giving away to Rosie as remembering. But what we gave away is also something. Is also something that that we are feeling towards Alberto, and I thought, this should be also in the studio. I think when everybody is entering the studio, the radio studio, they should see the connection that we have had and still have with Alberto and Rosie. So behind your back, Gwen, behind your back, I organized with Frank another platinum record. So we have here. It's a bit for you, but also for everybody here now in the radio.
Nou, Marcello. Wat heb je gedaan? Wauw, is a copycat, the second one. Nee.
Gwen is an exact replica of what we gave to Rosie. So now we are more connected. Nathalie, it's true, we are now more connected than ever with Rosie, with Alberto in cielo, in heaven. And this is for, also thank you for what you did. And it began with Marcel, because Marcel van der Harst was the first one to say, we have to do something to bring along to Italy, to Rosie. Yes. It started with Marcel also, and you did a lot of work afterwards, and I did my best also to interfere. And now I organized it without you knowing.
No clue at all. You're kidding me.
Applaus for Gwen, Mama Radio.
Nee joh. We all do it together.
We do it together, but without you, there's no we.
Okay, wow.
That's a fine.
Now I'm in that position.
Yeah.
Oh, that is silly.
It's really something that we feel like it. It's an official one.
Zo'n mooi ding. Ja, het is echt geweldig. Ja, maar, oh jee, Giel, waar hebben we nog plek?
We will find a space.
Dat weet ik ook zelf niet. Het is hier vol genoeg, moet ik zeggen. Ja.
Nou, wat lief van jullie. Lief,
Nathalie, I wanted you to be present with this one.
I'm happy.
Nou ja, ik voel me niet helemaal persoonlijk, want het is voor ons allemaal.
Het is voor ons allemaal, maar weet je dit? Je kan
weet,
beter dan jou kiezen.
Ik hou van delen.
Ja, vind ik ook. Dus,
Station manager, hè, natuurlijk.
ja, nou ja, en zo betrokken bij het project. Je hebt zoveel initiatief ook getoond en doorzettingsvermogen om het voor elkaar te krijgen.
Ja.
Ook om te gaan.
Maar dat was eigenlijk in een split second. Ik denk dat als ik niet ga, dat slaat nergens op. Ik moet gaan.
Dat voelde we. Ja,
en ik heb daar zo geen spijt van. Nou, eigenlijk is dat een verkeerde bewoording natuurlijk.
Ja,
want ik voelde me wel onwijs bevoorrecht. Maar vooral ook op de manier waarop we dat hebben we nou al 3 keer herhaald.
Ja.
Maar dan voel je je echt helemaal opgenomen. Als een soort homogene massa met iedereen. En dat is wel een heel bijzonder gevoel.
Ja, hè?
Ja, dus En we zitten vol met verhalen over die catacombes ook. En de midnight dinners op z'n Italiaans. Om 1 uur 's nachts even met z'n 20
risotto.
aan de risotto te zitten. Ja, dus het is echt fantastisch.
Nou.
En jij bent ook een schat. Maar ik kan alleen maar zeggen, het zijn alleen maar lieve mensen.
Is ook zo.
En ik weet niet hoe dat komt, maar het is waarschijnlijk allemaal...
Wij hebben elkaar gewoon zo uitgezocht.
Dat is het. Ja.
Nou, ik ben echt vreselijk dankbaar ervoor. Dat had ik 40 jaar geleden nooit kunnen bevroeden. Dat zeg ik altijd maar, weet je wel. Als je je helden op een plaat hebt staan... en nou sta je daar een lekker koffie of een neutje mee te doen. Ja, het is onbetaalbaar. Ja, dat is echt onbetaalbaar.
Ja, dat is absoluut.
We gaan hier...
Muzika zou ik zeggen.
Ja, vind ik wel.
Ja.
We gaan hierna naar Kim Lucas, want die is natuurlijk geschreven, die plaat, door Roberto Turati, maar ook door Kim herself. Dus ik dacht van, nou, het is leuk om een ouwtje van Kim even op de draaitafel te leggen, want dan hebben we dat passend.
Okay.
Zeggende, dankjewel Nathalie. Thank you so much.
Ik hoop dat je een beetje rust krijgt.
Ja.
Hope you get some rest.
Ik heb helemaal geen stem meer over. Ik heb echt zaterdagavond, gisteravond een maximum. En nou hoef ik pas zaterdag weer. Dus ik kan deze week een klein beetje uitrusten.
Nou, doe de groetjes aan Roberto en natuurlijk complimenten aan
Absoluut,
Tess.
aan iedereen.
Aan
En
Tess,
jullie daar ook allemaal.
Veel lief.
Ja.
Ciao, ciao.
Love you. Tot
Love you. Ciao, ciao. Ciao. Alla prossima. Till next time. Ciao.
Dag allemaal.
We gaan naar een ouwtje van Kim Lucas, hadden we al gezegd. All I Really Want. Nou, we hebben lang gepraat, maar het wordt nodig om het allemaal te introduceren.
Was een goede aanloop.
Een hele
van een half
lange
uur.
aanloop.
Ja, goed gedaan.
Nou, deze uitzending is bijzonder en dat blijft hij ook wel nog eventjes. Dus we gaan even door met de lekkerste muziek. En dit is er een van Kim Lucas.
Call my name and I'll come back again.
The wonderful, very sweet Kim Lucas, also live on stage on the event and co-written by Roberto Turati, as is the next one. And that was the final song of the event with all artists on stage. So it was a bit of improvising live version of this song, and it has really a special meaning to all of us. But I have to wait. I hold my breath because we have a surprise. Just in a few minutes' time, we're going to expect Roberto Turati for the first time in the show via Skype. So then we could have the big man himself. Let's hope that we're going to talk with him. And then, in the meantime, well, this song, maybe I will put it back when he is entering very, very soon. But nevertheless, this is for you. AC1, sing a song now.
Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Nothing is going right. A new way of life is only strife. It's just another day. Find time to pray. Look into the ground. A new better way. What have you found? When it's getting tight, the feeling ain't right. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Rumors spread about. You work overtime all in your mind. And so look around. You try to get out. You're out pulling through. All what is left is something new. Now deep down inside, and you win the fight. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, na dee na na now. Sing a song now, now, dee na na now.
En tot zover eventjes de Sing-a-Song. En dan komt hij weer terug. Dat is zo de single versie eraf gaat. It's a single take. We're trying to have the contact with Roberto Turati as the big one. The producer, writer, studio man. Loads and loads of things. But now we have some difficulties in having the video screen with Turati. It's not possible yet, so I just keep on with the AC1 song until maybe we succeed in having the connection. We try, because otherwise
It is something, with Italy nowadays.
it's not very easy at the moment.
No,
but Nathalie was very okay.
It's 1.5 hour flying, but to get a Skype connection.
There he is! Hey! Eccoci qua.
There is the maestro.
Now let's hope that we have also the sound.
Blah 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 blah.
Blood testing.
Say something.
Adesso c'ho.
Yeah!
Hey.
Mi senti? Ciao Roberto, mi senti?
No, aspetta un mi sento bassi.
Ok. Il volume dell'audio. Allora.
Is het zacht? Hoort hij ons zacht?
Ja, hij hoort ons heel ver weg. Allora, testing.
Chiamo. Oh, eccomi, ce l'ho fatta. Adesso vi sento.
Sì, ok, bene. Allora.
Sorry.
No, dai. Abbiamo avuto problemi con la connection with avec con Rosy e Massimo. Ciao Roberto! Stai ancora vivo dopo questo weekend impegnatissimo?
Veramente. Io sono ancora eccitato e commosso da venerdì, veramente. Voi prima avete ringraziato tutti noi, ma io devo ringraziare voi, tutti i fans, tutta la gente, perché io ho respirato proprio. Poi tu traduci in inglese, perché queste sono cose difficili per me da dire in inglese, perché io non so l'inglese quasi.
Quasi.
Però io ho respirato tanto amore per la musica, per Alberto, tanto affetto verso di noi, veramente. È stata una sensazione unica. A me in 50 anni non era mai successo una cosa del genere, in 50 anni di musica, veramente. Sono veramente felice, devo ringraziare tutti quanti.
Traduco.
E soprattutto devo ringraziare Albertone.
Sì,
questo
lui.
amore è stato trasmesso soprattutto da lui. E quindi...
Esatto. Allora, traduco. He said, well, in 50 years of his, let's say, musical career, he didn't have any experience whatsoever with this kind of events, organization, but yet he, as a man now behind also the organization with lots of others, and he says, thank you, because he could feel respirare. It's like breathing all the friendship and the rispetto of all the people, not only there, but also, of course, following the event via internet now, what they have seen, what they have heard. So this is something really special of Roberto saying that he thanks us and as the fans and the people who loved Alberto so much. And in the end, he said, of course, the first thing to say is thank you, Alberto, because, with his music, his personality, he was so great. Allora, Roberto, tu sei stato veramente impegnatissimo anche per questo event, ma più di un anno, vero? È stato veramente un'idea dei 22.
Sì, guarda, giusto l'altro giorno ho visto una chat che era a marzo del 1922 dove Dario Gandolfi mi scrisse: Roby, noi avremmo l'idea di organizzare un tributo per Albertoine, vorremmo farlo col comune di Pavia a settembre di quest'anno, cioè del 2022. Bene, ci siamo riusciti, però ci siamo riusciti nel 2023, quindi è una cosa veramente grande e importante per noi, è stato, guarda, siamo felicissimi.
Traduco. I was in my head already with other things busy. Like I said, and we heard that it was already an idea for more than 1 year ago. And he said, well, this Andrea Gandolfi, he was having this idea to have a tribute for Albertone. And why not do it in September of 2022? But of course, when you are organizing a thing that big, there are a lot of people involved. Also, the Comune of Pavia. You have to have the permessi, the permission to organize such a thing, because it's for the people, for the Comune. It's gratis. You have to be careful with the safety and the location. Of course, like Gwen said, you have the catacombe for catering and the private area for the artist. There are so many things to organize. That's why I think it's logical that it took some time. Allora, dopo più di un anno abbiamo visto adesso il risultato. Secondo me, io sono con Gwen e Marcel e Judith e Edward, Ronald Rosenthal, Ron, Linda, tutti quanti della gang dall'Olanda, anche Tony della Grecia. Abbiamo visto un palco incredibile, con un suono incredibile, con un filo di artisti incredibile, anche sempre con una cosa a dire in relazione con Alberto, un'esperienza, un feeling, come mai, eccetera, eccetera. È sempre stato una rivelazione per noi. E grazie Roberto, grazie, perché voi avete dato anche la possibilità di avere questa emozione.
Sì, certo, guarda dietro cosa c'ho. Visto che a me l'Olanda non piace, no?
Ah sì.
Oh yeah. Amsterdam. Ja.
Oh, grande Roberto,
Ah, sì.
Oh, sei unico.
È vero, hai ragione, guarda. Ci siamo stupiti anche noi, lì devo dire è stato bravo anche il service di Petito, che ha portato questo grande set, veramente un palco incredibile, ma soprattutto tutti ci hanno fatto i complimenti, perché ci hanno detto: ma quante prove avete fatto per fare questa cosa qua? Bene, noi abbiamo provato quando voi eravate lì, quelle sono state le nostre prove, dalle 4 del pomeriggio fino alle 7:30. Quelle sono state le uniche prove di tutto quello show, e devo dire che per noi è stata una grandissima soddisfazione. Ci ha fatto i complimenti anche gente come Massimo Alberti, che fa parte di uno show della Rai molto più grande, quello che è l'Arena di Verona. Mi ha detto: ragazzi, complimenti, perché è veramente una cosa grandissima avete fatto, e noi siamo molto felici perché Albertone se lo meritava.
He said, well, of course, with the last words, Albertone deserves to have something like this, but it has been something very special. I explained to him that what we saw was impressionante. It was really impressive, and it was regarding the technique with the stage, with the music quality, the sound of quality.
Well, that's what I want to say to Roberto, and I think I speak on behalf of everyone again, because it was so professional. Was it your first time? It was so professional, except for the toilets, right? Next time, more toiletten, more, and a bar with vino. But for the rest,
this is from a lady who is liking a toilet and liking the vino.
Yeah,
maybe first the vino, and then, of course, as a result, the toilet.
But it was like we know from Italian television, the Rai Uno, the big shows. This I was in the middle of it. And with the polizia and with the lightning, the security, everything was.
And of course the location, Roberto.
Yeah, the location.
Il castello.
Yeah.
Un posto bellissimo per questo evento.
Veramente un contorno pazzesco, veramente una cosa. Infatti il sindaco ha detto: lo rifaremo, però come giustamente hai detto tu prima, un'ora fa, purtroppo è un evento che noi non possiamo ripetere.
No, esatto.
Perché non ha senso, cioè il tributo ad Alberto noi lo facciamo un anno, io non vado tutti gli anni adesso a far venire gli artisti che sono venuti tutti col cuore senza prendere tutti gratis, non esiste, cioè dire quello che vuole, ma per noi questo era dovuto ad Alberto, l'abbiamo fatto volentieri, ma è l'unico.
È l'unico, yeah.
Qualcos'altro sarà un tributo comunque di questo tipo, ecco.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier in the show. Roberto said that this is a unique event. You do it only once because this is what a tribute is like and all about for Albertone. And we felt it, and he is now repeating it.
But all credits to Ratti, because he did only this, but he meant so much for the Italo disco.
Oh my gosh!
And producing all those.
We will
artists.
give you an applause here live for all the tutti i pezzi. E non hai fatto solo.
Now you deserve an award.
Ma, allora, non hai fatto da solo, però tu sei stato sempre una cosa stabile, diciamo, per tutti noi i fans. Sei sempre stato Roberto Turati, sempre con grande hit, non solo pezzi orecchiabili, no, pezzi grandi come hit. Io anche vuol dire un po' rispetto, un feeling di rispetto per gli artisti che non sono stato sul palco, ma sono stato presente per mostrare l'amicizia e mostrare il rispetto per Rosy, per Alberto, come Marcello Catalano.
Guarda,
Ralph Todesco, hai visto?
Infatti io avrei voluto chiamare tutti sul palco, tra l'altro pensa che ero d'accordo con Rino, perché quando l'ho visto lì gli ho detto: allora Rino, se sei venuto dopo ti chiamo su, perché tu sei degli Stilò e sei uno dei primi con me. Ero talmente poi così preso dalla serata e dall'emozione che mi sono dimenticato di chiamare Rino degli Stilò sul palco.
Lui capisce,
cioè,
sicuro si capisce.
Ma poi gli ho chiesto scusa, gli ho scritto perché veramente sono rimasto così, ma anche Marcello che c'era,
esatto,
Todesco, mamma mia, cioè io veramente quella sera lì, hai visto Marcello, io dovevo qua, vai di là,
un testo pieno di cose, sì. Ma abbiamo visto anche Maurizio Suraci di Torovado, Stefano Brignoli, Brian Ice, Fabrizio Rizzolo. They were there, sono stati lì con voi, con tutti noi, per mostrare l'amicizia e il rispetto per Roberto. Sono veramente fiero a dire una cosa così.
Poi,
Maurizio Rossi, anche lui.
Sì, ma guarda, poi ascolta Marcello, tu veramente, tu sai quanto ti voglio bene, perché tu sei proprio con noi dall'inizio di questa storia, quindi per me sei uno di noi, capisci? Quindi poi la radio, i Venti d'Azzurro, Radio Stad, cioè è veramente una cosa per noi importante, guarda. Tanto è vero che vedi dietro ciò.
Passiamo la vita mano a mano. we go hand in hand with so many things. He said, well, I was present for not really the start maybe, but in the beginning I was there, and Radio Stad Den Haag also. So we have also a feeling of respect from Turati, and thank you for that. Grazie mille. Allora, io ho adesso sul piatto la voce di Melody Castellari, perché ci sono stati le donne con voce incredibili come Laura Piccinelli, per esempio, Sylvia Coleman, tra altri, ma anche Annalie Gordon. Mamma mia, come canta lei, ma anche la Melody Castellari, incredibile con la voce. Io ho sul piatto Dear, perché lei è la vocalista di Dear, e con questa musica voglio dire grazie Roberto per aver dato così tanta musica.
Sì,
dimmi.
Volevo dire un'altra cosa, la cosa strana poi della scaletta, che secondo me non l'abbiamo neanche fatto apposta, ci sono stati prima tutti gli uomini, poi c'è stato Martinelli, che sono in due, uomo e donna, e poi tutte le donne.
Allora c'è un bilancia. Però un po' strano. Ok, col cuore grande. Ciao Roberto.
Grazie.
Sei un mito per
Thank
noi.
you.
I love
Grazie.
you.
We love you.
We love you. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Applauso per lui.
Ciao.
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 So, like I said, one of the female voices on stage was Melody Castellari, and I could have done something with the record of Lady Violet. If you look for her on the internet, Lady Violet was also one of her voices projects. And nowadays, when she is asked to be on stage with that one, it's Lady M Violet. And also there's a Violence, more rocky band. But this is very commercial. And it reminds me that I have to say something also about the marriage of Gianpaolo, because Paolo also liked a song like this, and I have something also brought for him to put on the piatto, on the turntable. But this is the Dear, the Talk to Me, in the special remixed version here at Radio Stad Den Haag, and of course Iventi d'Azzurro, a special connection with Italia. talk to me. Okay, but Michiel needs to have some of the drink because it's very late already in Holland, and maybe where you are listening, it's the same equal European, Central European time. Nevertheless, we are here still, and we have some ideas to share or some facts to share with you. One of those is that in the weekend it has been so full. For me, it was a crazy weekend because, first of all, my flight with KLM was delayed. Not delayed, was cancelled because of the strike in Italy. That's one of the disadvantages of the Italians. When they are going on strike, it really is affecting a lot of people, even the Dutch ones with the KLM. Okay, when we were there, we had a wonderful busy time, but I needed to be back in the airport in the early morning. And then when everybody was on the plane again, checked in, etc., etc., we couldn't have the permission to go into the air because of the fog in Holland. There was a dense fog in Holland, so we couldn't go up in the sky. And I was afraid to lose another big event, namely the marriage of Paolo J. And well, with his Lauren, he was saying yes for, finally for the moment to come to accept Lauren as his beautiful wife. I'm not sure if there are going to be footage on Facebook, but maybe there will be published some of the photographs of the event. I was there just in time because just in the early hours of the afternoon they said yes to each other, and it was with a little bit of a family matter. And then after dinner this was open to more invited people, and it has been wonderful. He had chosen for the music, entering, let's say, Elisa, his daughter, with the little Chiara, the little baby, with the music of Gigi D'Agostino. There was Robert Miles, and it was wonderful, chosen with Italian music. And I thought, well, there is a record that I remember very well, played by him often in the radio shows with Iventi d'Azzurro, of Lies in the Box. And I could choose for some of the titles of Lies in the Box, but I have chosen now for this one, You Take My Heart Away, because I think that Lauren has taken his heart away. So, Paolo, the next one is only for you. All the rest can go to sleep, but the next one is only for you, because I know that you are liking this one so much. And of course, with the wishes of all of us here at the radio,
of course.
Have a good time, you together. Have a happy marriage. And I was happy to be there witnessing you are saying yes to Lauren. Here she is, Lies in the Box.
Take your time. Just knowing that I'll be there. It's easy, just believe me. I know you'll begin to care. So take your time, take your time. You take my heart away. You take my heart away. You take my heart away. I'll never be lonely without you. just believe me, I know you'll begin to care. So take your time.
Like this one as well, not only Powder J, but this is a beautiful one. On the Proprio record label, The Lies in a Box, 1995. You take my... Yeah, you heard her. You take my heart away. You have seen now, because of the clock, the time, that Judith and Edward said goodbye. Also Marcel van der Harst. We have had a wonderful time all together over there. And Gwen, you need to go to bed as well.
Nou ja, before I'm home, and then I'm a woman. I need to find a parking place in my damn neighborhood.
Important. Yeah,
That's a parking place there.
That is always an uitdaging. Yeah, and then of course I have to take off my makeup again. But luckily,
and then 6 o'clock the alarm.
Yeah, 6:15, and then 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes. And then
you have to do
trying
it.
to wake up.
But thank you for being
you.
such a wonderful companion.
You don't know what a lucky person I am to be involved in all this, and that it all happened 40 years ago. And I'm very grateful, for everything. And we can say another 3. We can speak for 4 hours about last weekend, about the midnight dinner, the Italian way, on Saturday, 12:30 at night, and then with 30 artists.
We didn't know that.
Eating risotto and seeing Fred Ventura eating his risotto and your pizza. So that was also brilliant. Thank you to Ratti and the organization. That it was also we weren't allowed to pay, so that was very, very sweet.
Very, very.
Yeah, and the talks outside with Ken Laszlo and P. Lion having a cigarette together. Yeah, the funny stuff.
He's such a very sweet, sophisticated man.
Yes.
But also Maurizio Suraci, very modest. They all were very kind and very special. Thank you that you have been part of it.
Thank you for the great gift. I didn't expect it at all.
Now when you see this, we can really remember what we have had.
It will get a beautiful place here. So enjoy the rest of the show. And I want to say to all the chatters, I sometimes looked and I saw so many names, and lovely to see you always, and that you are so loyal.
I didn't mention Roberto yet. I said hello to a lot of people, but Roberto Salazar, his artistic name.
They have all been there, and some haven't been there, perhaps maybe also tired. But we'll see you soon again. And I don't know of Herman verwacht dat ik hier morgenavond ben, maar...
Tuurlijk.
Oh ja? Beter ga ik hier ook maar een bed neerzetten.
Niet overnacht je vanavond hier? Dan,
Jezus.
Dus, you are welcome to stay.
Ik denk dat ik maar benzinegeld ga claimen van Radio Stad.
So, well.
Hey Maurizio, onwijs bedankt. Zo gezellig dat je aan de bar zit. Altijd. Dat vind ik altijd zo fijn. So, on my behalf, I say toodaloo. And thank you for being with us and yesterday evening. And as always. So, big kiss. Sleep well later. Buonanotte.
Ciao, buonanotte. Ciao. Okay, we will hang on to it because I would need to say something. When we were on stage, I had in my mind all the names that I want to mention that are also precious to us and have passed away. And I mentioned, for example, Stefano Kundry, Ezio De Gama, and Max Covery, and Gino Carilla, Graziano Pegoraro, Mike Francis. I mentioned Robert Miles, Gianfranco Felli, Carmelo Labionda. And in all the emotion of the night, there was one name that I had prepared, but I didn't mention him. And it was Anfrando Maiola, because also he was passing away not so long ago, just a few weeks ago, Manuel Caramori. But you can imagine that I was not ashamed or something, because that's the emotion, that's the moment. But nevertheless, I I wanted to mention him, and I do it now because I don't want to forget anybody. As I have the birthdays for you, Danny Beath, Alex Energy, the dying day of Peter Slaghuis, the 5th of September, and Gerson Lima. The 6th of September, Alberto Pancani. He was also connected to Albertone because he was Albertino. Because you have the big one, Albertone, Albert 1, and the little one was Albertino. Alberto Pancani is his full name. And of course, Linda Kuipers Sloos. She was having her birthday on the 6th. 7, Elisa Porzio, the daughter of Giampaolo, and Magnus Kielberg. The 9th of September, Christopher Pink Dude. He was in the chat, and I think now maybe he got to his bed. But happy birthday to you, man. And we have had on the 10th, Alessandro Porcella. You heard his name as the keyboard player of Albertone. Elvio Morato and Daniel de Oliveira. And Gianni Manuel Tovo. And also Gianni Manuel Tovo was involved with Albert 1 with the GMT 1 band. Do you remember that? The GMT? Gianni Manuel Tovo. Today, David Funk. Hey jongen, gefeliciteerd. Alfredo Fuzar Poli en Jeffrey Fokkens. Of course, there are always some moments that I thought, okay, maybe I should have mentioned some people, and I will do my best for Facebook because I want to say hello also when they maybe view and listen to the show afterwards to Sonia Montagnino, Michael and Igor Fortina, Robert and of course Monique Koetsier, Ron Stuisvij, we mentioned him before, but again, Ronald Rosenthal once more, Tony, Ioannou in Greece, still in the chat, happy. And the next one, the next vinyl is going to dedicated to him because he gave that copy to me in Italy. Alessia, the teacher, of course, Tanti Saluti, Alberto La Rufa, he was in the chat, and the team of Freedom Street Radio. Matteo and Andrea and Nunzia Canzone, she is the girlfriend of Roberto Turati. And, well, I said the artists who were there, not being on stage, I have big respect for them also. So, I think I did my best to mention a lot of people that are near to our hearts. And, of course, not to forget you out there. Maybe in the live chat still, or maybe listening to the show on another time. But you know how I feel. This is all because of you. Without you, I wouldn't have had this inspiration of having the show and contact with the artist. The next song is from Gary Richard, and it has been a repress because it has been rare, or still is rare, on the original Out Records. And, well, it's something special as a repress in a pink color. And That's Mine is the title of the track. And it's a peculiar one with a beautiful lady's foot on the chest of a guy. But of course it's about the old-styled Italo disco of Severo Lombardoni. Tony, thank you for giving this one to me for the radio shows. And here it is with Gary Richard. We are going back now into the old-styled sounds of the Italo disco. Tonight it was a little bit of, well, beginning with the old and then a lot of newer stuff, but we meant it so well in, well, let's say, dedication to the artists. And the last piece of music that we're going to play will be the video of Stranger by Nathalie Aarts. I promised her, and we will do so. So I say goodbye after this one with the video of Nathalie Aarts and Joy Levanti.
your pretty smile. Can I see, can I feel, in my fantasy? Tell me how, tell me why. Take my life for more and more. The night, every night, when you come to me.
Oh, I'm happy that I see now that Christopher was still in the chat. Pinky, Pinky, Pinky! Auguri, auguri, auguri. And of course, all of you still there listening to the show. It has been very special. Of course, I explained in the live chat, you have to be polite and decent to let the people say their thing. And I didn't had any material at all to give it, just say, to have a break between the interviews. And with Rosie and Massimo, it was very difficult because of the delay in the sound. Nevertheless, we did it. It was unique. It still will be unique as a footage on YouTube from tomorrow onwards, thanks to Rick. And again, Tony, thank you for being so nice for this record. It's wonderful to have it in the collection to play this one for all of you out there. We say goodbye with the video of Nathalie Aarts and Joy Levanti, Stranger, and you can have it on the platform. You can buy it already on internet. Saying also thank you to Maurice, because I didn't do that tonight. I didn't have the opportunity to thank him as a backing up and a digital control, etc., and the pizza again. Michiel, thank you for the support as usual, and well, see you next week. Bye bye.
Ontspanning op zijn best. Radio Stad Den Haag. I saw you across the room in a nightclub. Lost in the crowd, caught your eyes. You looked like my birthday surprise. Oh, I'm gonna wish on you tonight. Bring the cake, fill up my appetite. We're just strangers jumping into danger. That's what I desire. Oh, I'm gonna wish on you tonight. Bring the cake, fill up my appetite. the fire. We're just strangers, jumping into danger. That's what I desire. I can't resist the fire. You took me by the hand, led me away. Did not hesitate, wanted to play. We found a secret spot just for us to celebrate. Oh, I'm gonna wish on you tonight. Bring the cake, fill up my appetite. We're just strangers jumping into danger. That's what I desire. Oh, I'm gonna wish on you tonight. Bring the cake, fill up my appetite. We're just strangers jumping into danger. That's what I desire. Oh, I can't resist the fire. Oh, I can't resist the fire. We're just strangers jumping into danger. That's what I desire. I can't resist the fire.
Every Sunday evening, 8 p.m. Central European Time, we spin those old school dance hits, Italo disco and high energy from the 80s. www.radiostaddenhaag.nl. Live with your requests. Go to our website, click the box and mail us your request. Radio Stad Den Haag. Every Sunday live.
Iedere zondag tussen 5 en 7 Michiel van der Brugge in Doucheco. Met natuurlijk een terugblik naar de Haagse flitsende 50 uit de 80s. Jouw douche vol met disco. Elke zondag tussen 5 en 7 op Radio Stad.